Hello and happy Tuesday. I'm excited to be here today. I have lots of things that I want to show you. I've got quite a few dolls sitting here, and I have some bags of things that I found at the swap meet last weekend that I also wanted to show you. So I found some fun stuff, and I've got some interesting dolls that I have collected over the last few years. I was thinking about it. I started my Instagram account 5 years ago in October. So boy, has it been an interesting 5 years, and I'm so glad you joined me. And it's been a great learning experience. When I started, I didn't know much about social media. My son actually was doing a lot of social media at the time. My kids, one of them's a photographer, and anyway, they were all on social media doing all kinds of stuff, and we started, and I asked all kinds of questions and learned how to do it from asking my kids and grandkids. So it has been a fun 5 years, a big learning experience. I've been cleaning out my computer, and let me see, I'm trying to read what you're saying there. Hello, hello, hello. So I've been cleaning off my computer. Oh, thank you. You love my miniatures. Excellent. I'm glad. I love miniatures. So I've been cleaning off my computer and going through all the old photos from 5 years ago, and I was not a good Barbie photographer 5 years ago. Oh my goodness, I have improved. Thankfully, you should be thankful, because my first efforts were not great, but I've learned a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. So that is one thing I wanted to share with you, is you got to start bad. You got to just post. You just got to start. You've got to keep posting. I think I have posted almost every day for 5 years. So if you do something every day for 5 years, you will improve. That is guaranteed. So, all right. So what I wanted to talk about first. So today my theme is kind of celebrities. What I wanted to talk about first was celebrities that collect things. I know we're always talking about doll collecting or miniature collecting, but I think it's interesting to read about what other people are collecting and about celebrities that collect. So, well, hello from Brazil. Thank you for joining me. Hello from Hawaii. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're following along. So, what I wanted to share was some celebrities that collect. Did you know that Johnny Depp collects Barbie dolls? Now, I Googled celebrities that collect Barbie dolls, and it said that Johnny Depp collects Barbie dolls. I did not know this. Now, I know there is a Johnny Depp doll, and I don't have it, and I would like to have it, but I did not know that Johnny Depp collects Barbie dolls. So apparently he started when his daughter was young, and he played Barbie dolls with her and did all the voices. And then he started collecting on his own, and he has a lot of celebrity Barbie dolls. So I thought that was really interesting to know that Johnny Depp collects Barbie dolls. Another celebrity that collects dolls is Emma Roberts, and I follow her on Instagram. And matter of fact, I think Emma Roberts follows me. She is one of my followers. So hopefully someday I'll get to see more of her doll collection. She's got some beautiful Blythe dolls, what I've seen posted on her Instagram. So Emma Roberts collects dolls. Paris Hilton has been collecting Barbie dolls since she was a little girl. So she, I'm sure, has a really nice collection. Miley Cyrus collects celebrity dolls, including the Spice Girls. How many of you have the Spice Girls? That's a fun collection of dolls. Tracy Bingham. Now, when I was reading about all the people that collect dolls, I have to admit, a lot of the younger people, I'd have to go Google to know who they are. But Tracy Bingham collects Bratz dolls. And Demi Moore. Now, I've been following Demi Moore, watching her movies for years. She collects antique dolls, including Barbies. Nicole Kidman collects coins. So I thought that was interesting. Everybody collects something, you know. Janet Jackson, it said, collects pig figurines. So I guess like glass pig figurines. Rod Stewart collects model trains. I've seen some photos of the amazing train scene that Rod Stewart put together. It's like a whole level of his house is this amazing old-fashioned city. I think London back in the day with model trains, and it's really fascinating. So Rod Stewart likes miniatures, and I was happy to know that. I spent my teen years dancing around to Hot Legs and all of his other famous songs, so that was fun hearing about Rod Stewart. John Travolta collects airplanes. Angelina Jolie collects knives. Leonardo DiCaprio collects action figures, especially Star Wars. Tom Hanks collects typewriters. And it made me think about, in the movie You've Got Mail, where Greg Kinnear, I forget the name of who he played, collects, well, hello from Tokyo. Hello in Tokyo. In the movie You've Got Mail, where Greg Kinnear collects typewriters. And I wonder if that was written in the original book. I'd have to read the book. Or if Tom Hanks came up with the idea for that other character to collect typewriters, because that's Tom Hanks' great love. So I thought that was interesting. Rosie O'Donnell collects Happy Meals toys, and I happen to have a few Happy Meals toys. I especially like the ones that are the tiny little foods, like the little Happy Meals, and you like it's a little nugget and you open it up. Anyway, I'll show those someday. So I do have quite a Happy Meal collection. Plus, there was a lot of Barbies in Happy Meals. Lou Ferrigno collects Beanie Babies. Now, he's the guy, I think he played the Hulk, the great big old Hulk. Well, he collects Beanie Babies. And John Lennon collected stamps. So my point is, a lot of people collect things. If you collect dolls or you collect miniatures, but a lot of people collect things. So I collect things, mostly dolls and miniatures. And I especially like ones that are nostalgic to me. So I was going to show you today, I brought a bunch of my dolls down here. I'm going to show you my dolls, and then I'm going to show you what I got. Hello in Costa Rica. Thank you for joining me. And then I'm going to show you what I got at the swap meet last weekend, just so you can see some of the things I find. So first we're going to start with some celebrity dolls that I have found. Of course, a lot of you probably have the Marilyn Monroe dolls. And I think these are just beautiful dolls. I've taken photos of them, and she's just so iconic. Definitely a celebrity, known worldwide. And they did a beautiful job on these dolls. So I have the Marilyn dolls. And then I have this doll from Harry Potter. And the interesting thing about this doll is, like I said, I like to collect dolls that mean something to me, or I've watched the movies, or I knew the people. I actually met him back in 1979. Not him, not in Harry Potter him. I met the actor who played him, Richard Harris. I met him back in Paris when I was modeling in 1979, and he was acting in a movie, and I was hired to be an extra. So I bought the doll because I had to, because I met Richard Harris back in the day, way back in the day. Another doll that I have, boy, poor Brooke has something. I have quite a few Brooke dolls. I don't know why I got one that's hair was all messed up, but I have a whole collection of Brooke Shields dolls and a bunch of her old fashions and stuff. And Brooke Shields was, you all know who Brooke Shields is, a famous model, known worldwide. And she was modeling in New York back in 1979, 1980, when I was modeling New York, and we had the same modeling agent, but obviously she went much further than me and stayed in it long term. So I only modeled for a couple of years, but I have a whole collection of the Brooke Shields dolls. Also interesting, and not because I like science fiction, but the X-Files dolls. My husband always, hold on, it's gonna be noisy. All stuck together. My husband likes science fiction, and my kids and my husband loved watching the X-Files. And so when I saw these dolls at this swap meet, I picked them up because I thought that would be so fun to have these celebrity dolls. So that's kind of my theme today, if you're just joining, is some of my celebrity dolls that I have. I did not listen to Spice Girls growing up. I'm too old. But my daughters loved the Spice Girls and made their own music videos. And I found the whole collection. I have all of the dolls, all of the Spice Girls dolls. So it's kind of a fun little collection. They had a lot of really fun songs. And so that was another celebrity group of dolls that I had. Now, what I did grow up watching was Bewitched. And I saw these dolls at the swap meet, and I thought they were pretty cool. It's hard to see here with the light, but the Bewitched dolls, and then Endora over here. So I love finding dolls from my childhood. So this was kind of a fun find, and I'm going to open it up and do some photos with them eventually. Okay. Another celebrity doll I have, Reese Witherspoon from Legally Blonde. Actually, it says Elle Wood, so that's the name, but the Reese Witherspoon doll is fun. I've had her out, and I've taken some photos with her. She's got her little Chihuahua dog in there. So I've got that doll. I don't know if you are old enough to remember Goldie Hawn, and she was on Laugh-In, and she's obviously been in tons of shows since then, but I think that was when she first started. And she was in Laugh-In, and that's a great doll. Great flash from the past. That was her. I'm just throwing these all over. This is going to be a mess to pick up when I'm done. And I grew up with Donnie and Marie. They were quite the big celebrities in the 70s. Of course, I was going to marry Donnie when I was in 4th grade. I was just sure of it. It didn't work out. I did not marry Donnie Osmond, but I thought I would, and Marie. Now, when I turned 40, my best friend bought concert tickets and took me to see Donnie in concert, and that was really neat. When I turned 50, the same friend bought me tickets, and I went and saw Donnie and Marie. So that's a lot of fun. So I've got these dolls, and I have done some photos with them. Been a long time. I probably need to do it again. Another celebrity doll I have is Lucy. I love Lucy, and boy, I'm sure you grew up watching her too. She's such a classic. I watched the movie about her, and then I recently watched a documentary about her, and she just was such an amazing woman. She was such a hard worker, and she just really was a great comedian. Very funny, very clever, really, really a great comedian. So I love her. I love to laugh. I love watching funny women. Lucy, Carol Burnett, Goldie Hawn, anybody that makes one laugh. I love to see that. Whoa! Things are falling. All right. I found this doll at the swap meet, Rosie O'Donnell. She used to have a talk show, and she is on TikTok now. I have seen her on TikTok a little bit. So she's still around. She's doing TikTok, and she's wearing a lovely red suit, and I thought maybe Grandma Barbie could borrow this suit. So I think I paid $3 for the doll, but I can't wait to for Grandma's waning to borrow the suit. So that's that. Another celebrity doll, Elizabeth Taylor. Such a beautiful woman. I love seeing her in the old movies when she was a little girl. But I love this dress too. Wouldn't that be nice to have in real size? It's a beautiful doll. Let's see, who is over here? Oh, I grew up watching Wonder Woman. Uh-oh, we're losing our outfit here. I grew up watching Wonder Woman. Sorry. It's not going to stay put. I grew up watching Wonder Woman, and Linda Carter was Wonder Woman when I was a teenager. So I saw that doll, and I knew I wanted her for my celebrity collection. And, oh, I meant to dress this doll. This is the doll that is my sister, her mini-me. I meant to dress her. And it's actually this doll from Greece. And I bought the doll, and we cut her hair and put glasses on her. And that's what I used for my sister. So I love the Grease dolls. When I was a teenager, oh, Grease was the thing. We went to the movie and saw it when it came out at the movie theater. And, boy, we were all in love with John Travolta and hopelessly devoted to him. Oh, and I said he's a collector. He collects airplanes. That is a big collection. I have trouble finding a way to store my miniatures. John Travolta collects airplanes. So how would you store airplanes? Well, he's got millions of dollars. He can do it. So let me see. Oh, here's mine. Audrey Hepburn. She's an amazing celebrity doll, beautiful doll. I have 2 or 3 different versions of her, and then I have a bunch of her outfits that she came with. So like I said, I buy most of my dolls at the thrift stores or swap meets. Another doll I bought because it had such a great memory for me is I grew up, when I was a child, Julia was on TV, and I loved watching Diane Carroll in this show. And so when I saw that, I knew that I wanted that doll because it was so memorable from my childhood. I recently found a Gwen Stefani doll. And I will be honest, I bought her because she's a celebrity, not a Barbie. And I bought her because she's such a cool doll. But I don't even know what she sings. But she's a very cool doll, and she's got some great accessories with her. So I am going to have to look up Gwen Stefani and look a little bit more up about her so I can at least know what she sings and make a little music video or something. So I thought that would be fun to do. So she's another one of my celebrity dolls that I bought because she's a celebrity. Okay, this is a funny doll. Funny because it's an interesting celebrity. Vanna White. I don't know, have you watched Wheel of Fortune in your lifetime? Whoop. Vanna White came in this box. And of course I've seen her on TV for years, and I thought that was so funny that they had a Vanna White doll. And then, not long after that, I found another Vanna White doll. So I now have 2 Vanna White celebrity dolls. I thought it would be fun to like make a little Wheel of Fortune or something, but I have lots of ideas. Whoa, her clothing keeps trying to fall off. I have lots of ideas, and I don't get to make that many of them. And then for the last celebrity doll that I'm going to show you is, did you see it? Did I show you while I was getting it out of the box? This is not a Barbie, and it doesn't really look that much like her. But it was a Princess Diana doll that I saw at a swap meet. And I loved the dress and the long train and her veil. Look how long that is. That is long. So I've had her out, and I've taken some pictures with her. And I was about the same age as her, and I remember when she married Prince Charles. I remember everything that happened. So she was very nostalgic for me. So that is my dolls, some of my dolls. I had a lot more celebrity dolls to show you. I'll have to do part 2 because I wanted to show you some of the things I got at the swap meet. Now, I've told you before that a swap meet is like, sometimes it's somebody has cleaned out their garage and takes it, but most of the time it's people that have bought a storage unit or bought an estate sale, and they have all kinds of stuff, just boxes of stuff, and they bring it and they sell it. And when I walk up to a vendor, they have these booths, and I walk up and I can usually tell by all the other stuff there if it's somebody that would have something that I want, or, you know, dolls or miniatures. You can usually see a few signs. And so I was at the swap meet, and I saw this box. It's this dirty, it's very dirty box. I don't know if you can tell how dirty it is. And I opened it, and this doll was in it. And I thought, the first thing I'm going to do before I start digging through all these boxes of stuff is I'm going to ask how much this doll is. Because if the guy says some ridiculous price that I'm not going to pay, I'm not even going to bother digging through his boxes, because I'm not going to pay it, and I don't want to waste my time digging through his boxes if he wants a fortune. So I said, oh, well, how much is this doll? And the man said, oh, well, she's $3. So for $3, a doll that has her clothes and shoes and that looks like this, I'll pay $3, definitely. So I thought, well, that's a great price. It is a, all right, now I'm gonna have to put on my glasses to see this. It is a filthy box, and the doll in it is called, it's here. This is the doll. Oh, it's probably backwards because I'm on on the video. But anyway, when he said $3, I thought, well, if he's only asking $3 for that, I'm going to look and see what else he has that he has in his booth, because if there's that in those boxes, there's probably more Barbie stuff. So I told my husband, I said, you need to start looking in these boxes and see what else he has. So the next thing I came upon that he had was this. And this is the Barbie Hip to be Square. So there was the other doll, and there was this, which is, let me see, which is from 2000. So the first one, that one. Then there was these two outfits, which is always cool to find the outfits and the shoes together. There's these two outfits. Some little tiny Tupperware, a Babe toy, like a McDonald's toy, a Ronald McDonald's toy, and this porcelain ornament. So this was just from one vendor at the swap meet, and I thought, wow, I don't know where the collection came from. So this was the ornament. This is a porcelain ornament. So that was a fun find. When you find one, you go, oh, I'm going to dig because there's some good stuff in here, and then you end up finding. Now, for the ornament, the two dolls, and all that little stuff, my total was $15. So probably just the little outfits were worth that. So $15 is a great deal to pay. I've got the dolls. They've got nice clothes on. I've got the two extra outfits. So that's a good deal, $15, right? So that's why I like to go to swap meets and buy my stuff used, because I'm going to take it out of the box anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I didn't know anything about doll furniture until the last few years, obviously. And one thing I have found is Strombecker, I think is the name, made wooden furniture back in the day. And so anytime I see any wooden furniture that says Strombecker on it, I know to pick it up because it's good wooden furniture. And there was the table and these two little chairs. And it was just a few dollars. Oh, this chair is broken a little bit. And it was just a few dollars. So now I've got a new wooden little table and these cute little chairs for a few dollars. So that was a fun find. And then sometimes I get odd stuff from the swap meet. There were two washing machines. And I said, do I need two washing machines? They were just a couple of bucks. And I go, well, I could always have a laundromat. So I've got two washing machines now. Not sure if I'm going to have a laundromat or not, but it's just kind of fun to rummage through and find things and then get ideas of what maybe I could do. And then this pack for $2, and let's see what's in here. I haven't even looked yet. So there's this doll and a bunch of clothes and little things. Let's see. I did not have these outfits yet. Oh goodness. I didn't even notice. We've all got tie-dye on. So I've got these outfits and this little shirt, this little dress, and then this must be the wig for this little doll. I don't know anything about this. Okay, this must be the wig for this little doll. So I don't know anything about that doll, but I found, so this was $2 for the clothes and the little doll. So that was fun. This must be a pet stroller. I'm not sure, but for $1, I'll buy anything and figure out what to do with it later. So that was that swap meet find. Okay, this is my last swap meet bag. So there's swap meets around here during the week, and then there's one on the weekend. So the one that I found, those dolls and those great things, was during a week. It's on a Wednesday, and then on the weekend I went to a different swap meet, and they had a Tanya doll. which my name is Tanya, but this is spelled T-A-N-Y-A, and mine is T-O-N-Y-A. My name is Russian. My parents are not Russian. They named me after a neighbor's cat that was named Tanya, and apparently the neighbors were Russian. So I have my whole life had my name spelled wrong by everybody and never had a doll with my name. But this is a Tanya the walking doll. And I thought she would be great because look, she's got a little luggage cart. So not only does she walk, but she's got a luggage cart. And you know, I love accessories. So I thought this would be fun. It was $3. So I thought just for the little luggage cart, it would be worth the $3. She's not a Barbie, but she's a nice doll. It was $3. And her name's Tanya, or Tanya. Mine's Tanya, hers is Tanya. So I got that, and then, I had another little, here. This is also from the same one, and this was $2. And it's a little stroller, and I think that this is, the stroller says Tanya on it too. And it originally had a price tag of $25 on it, but I only paid $2. So it's a pretty nice stroller. So I'm sure that I will be using this. Also, at the swap meet, a couple of Barbie books. And look at these. Barbie sized grocery carts, and they're not the cheap little ones. They're the really, really sturdy ones. So I thought those were really nice. So I got those. Found some magnets. Little pool table, a little kitchen magnets. And then the last thing for today to show you from the swap meet was this. Tiny little Elvis record player from Carlton Cards Ornaments. You know I love Christmas ornaments. So, an Elvis record player. And watch this. You open it. And very realistic. So that was a very fun little swap meet find. Little record player. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to show you some of my celebrity Barbies. I wanted to share my swap meet finds, and maybe it's Twinning Tuesday. Maybe I need to put Grandma Barbie. I'm not sure she'd fit in this because she's curvy. But anyway, kind of matching. Kind of. Thank you for joining me and listening to me talk and sharing my celebrity dolls with you. And I will do a part 2 on that because I have a whole attic full of dolls and I can't wait to share more with you. Thanks for joining me.